This video I'm going to run through the whole stroke and then break it up into little bits, just parts of the serve that hopefully make it a little easier for you. Alright, so first, I think, Laura, you really like the back scratch and same with you, Lisa.
Yes.
Start there. When you're starting to change your motion on that, we're going to start right here. So when you warm up and when you do some serves, it's good to start here with the back scratch. You're going to bend your elbow right here, and you're going to lay the racket so it's basically touching your back. Okay? Your feet, your front foot's going to face that post right there. Okay? And your right foot's just going to be right behind it. Okay? You're not going to be open with your shoulders. You're going to stay nice and turned. All right? And what you're going to do is you're just going to toss the ball as pretty much. You're going to toss the ball so that basically a good height is how high you can reach. Okay? So you're going to take your racket, you're going to put it up to the sky and see how high you can reach, and that's kind of your target. Okay? And a good toss is if you were to let the ball bounce, after the toss it would bounce right here in front of your foot. Okay? So it looks like this. You're going to do a couple of these to start. This is a good way just to warm it up. Okay. Notice how my chin is pointed up toward the sky for most of the motion. Okay? Watch again. This allows for the ball to not go down into the net, okay? What we see a lot of is when you're serving, you serve up, and then you go down pretty much as you hit the ball. You always want to just keep on going up, okay? Good. Now when you toss the ball, a lot of serves go wrong and the toss as well, okay? I'll go over this now a little bit. When you toss the ball, you want to have the arms straight like this. You don't want to have it bent, okay? Also, when you release the ball, you don't want to use your wrist, all right? You basically want to have a locked arm at the elbow and a locked wrist, all right? You don't want to grab the ball either like this with all your fingers wrapped around it. You kind of want to have it on the fingertips, okay? When you toss the ball, like I said, straight elbow. And if you release the ball just right, you should release it right here, okay? If you release it any sooner, the ball will go forward more, over there. If you release the ball too late, the ball will go behind you.
Yeah, that's what I do all the time.
So you want to really release the ball, like you're lifting the ball just straight up in the air. And a good toss, like I said, will always land in front of your foot. Okay? So the toss looks like this. You want to maybe do a couple practices with your racket on your back and just practice the tosses before you incorporate the toss with the foot. Alright. Let's talk a little bit about the hip here. So I mentioned before how you kind of want, when you serve, you don't want to be straight up and down like this. Right? There's no legs involved. You want to get your legs involved. So what you can do next, if you want to get your legs involved, this will get more power because that's where power comes from, is your legs. When you toss the ball, you can kind of, as you toss, you can bend your left hip into the court. Okay? What does that do? It creates a leg bend here, a knee bend, naturally. You don't have to just bend your knees. Just move your hips out in front, and your legs will kind of, or your knees will kind of bend into the court. All right, it looks like this. Okay. Do it again. All right, and that's where you're going to get a lot of power. Now what I'm going to talk about is more of the whole motion, okay? We're going to start with ball in hand, locked arm here, okay? With a racket and a swinging arm, again, locked arm, maybe a little bit bent, that's okay. So you're going to start with the ball in this triangle part here in the neck of the racket, okay? And a lot of players start here with a racket on like this. I prefer to start like this with a closed, okay, ball underneath, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to start here. You're going to take your racket back, pointed towards your toes down here. Okay? That's real important. Alright? As you take your racket back, you're going to bring your tossing arm up. Okay? I'll do it again really slowly. As you do this, that's where you can incorporate the hip bend into the court. Alright, so it looks like this. Alright? After you get to this point, you're going to load your racket. Now this is the tennis trophy position. Notice my hip, it just naturally goes into the court. Okay? My chin's pointed up to the sky, my left arm is nice and strong, it's not bent. It's very confident up here. Okay? That's the load. So it's here and there. Now when I release the ball, it's pretty much right as I load. Okay? I'll do it again. Notice again the ball lands right in front of my front foot. Okay. Now after the load is when we go to the back stretch. Alright? This is where every good tennis player's serve gets to. Alright? So a load and then the back stretch. There it is. It's really quick. It's here, and then all I do is basically drop the racket to my back. Okay? Alright. Now comes time for the explosion, where you kind of hit the ball. Alright? Notice where I try to land, I do get a little bit of upward movement on momentum, and that kind of lifts me off the court. Okay. Watch how when I go off the court, I kind of land more forward and not backwards. All right. If I have a bad toss, and my toss behind me, I will land backwards because I'm going like this. All right. So you want to get the toss just a little bit into the court. Notice when I hit the ball, I don't open up before I hit, okay? If I were to do that, it would look like this. Okay? And I open up too soon. You don't want to do that. You want to keep your shoulders nice and turned. Here. And then, okay? Pretty much, let's see. Did you forget anything?
No, I'm going to stop it now for a bit, I think.